Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Please say your name and what's your job role.
So my name is Talha Naveed Ghauri. I'm a senior solutions architect at Amazon Web Services. My job is to help our strategic customers build solutions on AWS and make sure that they are solving real business problems.
Amazing. So we basically have a few questions for you, starting with the first one.
Sure.
Are you ready?
Yes, definitely.
So you have worked with multiple teams and projects and clients. What is the one mistake that you see talented people make in their career?
Yeah, so one thing I repeatedly see people doing is not taking the time to ask questions, not taking the time to clarify requirements. So sometimes customers come to us and they're like, hey, we have this business problem. Now, for any developer or builder, to jump straight into the solutions is not advisable. But I see this happening a lot. I think 95% of the people I interview or I meet, they jump directly into the solutions. Whereas you should take the time to clarify requirements, ask questions. Why is this a problem for the business? Why cannot they solve it through other means, conventional means? Why do they need technology to solve that problem? And if it's an AI ask that they are making, then why do they need AI to solve this problem? What can traditional software not do? So to sum up my answer, I think the lack of asking clarifying questions is the mistake, or not asking clarifying questions is the mistake people make.
Okay, so my next question is, everyone, like every student and developer, they are using multiple AI tools, including Kiro as well. So they're building lots of stuff, they're building many applications. So what is something that they should do in order for their project to stand out? I mean, but can you highlight some real project ideas maybe, or some use cases or some unique points that might help them to stand out their projects, or, the applications, whatever they're building?
So one thing that I advise many people who I mentor to do is to have a link for every project or everything that they build. So sometimes we build things, but we don't put it out there. So everything that you build needs to have a link. So for example, if you're going for an interview or if you want to land a client and he's looking for references, he needs to see what you have built before. So I think the number one advice I give to people who build is to put it out there. Yeah. So you cannot justify what you have built if the other person cannot see that. And the other part, your question was about, what should people build? I think people should build things or projects that solve real world problems rather than building a chatbot wrapper on top of an LLM. Okay, so we have seen a lot of hackathons and where people are just building wrappers. Whereas, are you solving a critical problem? Are you reducing the time it takes for a certain process from X minutes to Y minutes? And was it necessary to bring that time frame down to Y minutes, right? So that has to be there. Are you saving a certain business some amount of money? Are you building new business units for a certain business? These are the kind of tangible outcomes that you should look for if you are building something. I think building a chatbot around a certain knowledge base is probably not the use case that people should be targeting right now. They should be targeting tangible outcomes, and you can associate them with productivity, with the number of dollars saved or number of dollars created for the business.
The closing remarks, or just to close our discussion, what is the one advice that you'd like to give yourself, like 10 years younger yourself, version of yourself?
So that is a question that gets thrown out a lot. But if I were to go back and meet myself from 10 years ago, I would say continue doing what you're doing because that has gotten me where I am.
Okay.
But I think the key advice, especially for people like you who do a lot of community work, is to block out the noise. Block out what people are saying about the work that you're doing. And if you're committed to your work, keep doing that because eventually it's going to pay off. So if I look at myself 10 years ago, I was doing a lot of community work and people were asking all different kinds of questions as to why I am doing that community work. But it landed me a job at Microsoft and now I'm at Amazon. So I think to my answer earlier, I will advise myself to keep doing what I'm doing and keep blocking out the noise.